Hey everyone, and welcome back to What Is. Today, we're tackling a concept that's often misunderstood, sometimes joked about, but ultimately, incredibly profound. We're talking about the ultimate goodbye, the final curtain call, the big old permanent erasure from the planet. Today, we're asking, what is extinction? Now, your first thought might be, oh, that's easy. It's when an animal dies out, like the dinosaurs. And you'd be right. Mostly, but like a lot of things on this big blue marble, it's a little more nuanced than just one bad day for a T-Rex. Simply put, extinction is the complete disappearance of a species from Earth. As in, gone kaput. No living members of that specific type of organism exist anywhere. It's not just a population dwindling. It's the entire genetic lineage hitting snooze for eternity. There's no coming back from this specific level of gone. Think of it like being removed from the planet's friends list. Permanently blocked. No chance of being unblocked, ever. Now, it might sound pretty grim, and sometimes it is. But here's a fun fact. Extinction is actually a completely natural part of life on Earth. Species arise. They evolve, they thrive for a while, and then, for various reasons, they eventually fade away. We call this the background extinction rate. It's the normal, slow trickle of species disappearing over geological time. It's like the universe's natural housekeeping. Every now and then, a species just doesn't make rent. They can't adapt to changing environments. They get outcompeted. Or maybe they just tried to eat something way too spicy. We've all been there. You get the idea. But then there are the big ones. The blockbusters of biodiversity loss. Mass extinction events. These aren't your everyday background extinctions. These are global catastrophes where a vast number of species across different groups vanish in a relatively short geological period. We're talking asteroid impacts, supervolcano eruptions, extreme climate shifts, basically, the universe hitting the reset button with very little warning. We've had 5 major mass extinctions in Earth's history. The Permian Triassic extinction, for example, about 252 million years ago, wiped out over 90% of all marine species. And 70% of terrestrial vertebrates. That one's affectionately known as the Great Dying. Bit on the nose, that name. Then there was the infamous Cretaceous Paleogene event, about 66 million years ago, which sent the Nonavian dinosaurs packing their bags for good, along with about 3/4 of all plant and animal species. Chalk that one up to a particularly rude asteroid. Imagine living your best dino life, munching on ferns, then bam, cosmic bowling ball to the face. Talk about a bad day. But here's where things get a little less cosmic bowling and a lot more. Us, scientists generally agree that we are currently living through what's often called the Sixth Mass Extinction. And this one is different. This one has a decidedly human footprint. We're talking about rates of extinction that are hundreds, even thousands, of times higher than the natural background rate. The causes, our greatest hits, include habitat destruction, clearing forests for farms or cities, climate change messing with the planet's thermostat, pollution turning pristine environments into toxic waste dumps, overharvesting, taking too much from the wild, and introducing invasive species, traveling bugs and plants that outcompete the locals. Basically, we're the universe's most efficient undo button, and we're pressing it with alarming frequency. Let's look at a few famous examples of human-driven extinction. The dodo. This flightless, trusting bird from Mauritius was literally clubbed and eaten into oblivion by sailors and introduced animals within decades of human contact in the 17th century. They were so naive, they probably ran towards the humans, thinking they were new friends. Poor dodo. Not the brightest bulb, but undoubtedly a victim of circumstance. Or the passenger pigeon. This is a truly mind-boggling story. In the early 1800s, there were literally billions of them in North America. Their flocks were so enormous they'd darken the sky for days. By 1914, Martha, the last passenger pigeon, died in captivity at the Cincinnati Zoo. From billions to zero in about a century. It's like watching a blockbuster movie series cancel, but way more tragic. And it's not just the big, charismatic animals that disappear. It's insects, plants, fungi, and microorganisms that we might never even discover. Each extinction is like pulling a thread from a complex tapestry. At first, you might not notice, but pull enough threads, and the whole thing unravels. These species often play critical roles in their ecosystems, pollinating plants, cycling nutrients, filtering water. When they vanish, it can have cascading effects, weakening the entire web of life. Now, a quick detour for the dreamers. Can we bring them back? The idea of de-extinction, often inspired by certain dinosaur-themed theme parks, is a fascinating and complex one. Scientists are exploring ways to bring back recently extinct species using cloning or selective breeding from close relatives. Think woolly mammoths, or even the passenger pigeon. But it's not as simple as finding a mosquito in amber. Even if we could bring back a species, where would they live? Their original habitats might be gone or completely changed. And the ethical questions are huge. Should we be playing God? Is it a distraction from conserving the species we still have? It's a scientific superpower with a serious case of with great power comes great responsibility. Plus, nobody wants a real-life Jurassic Park scenario. Trust me. So, extinction. It's a natural process, but we've supercharged it. It's the permanent loss of unique life forms. Species that have spent millions of years evolving, fine-tuning their existence, only to vanish on our watch. Understanding what extinction is, and more importantly, why it's happening at such an accelerated rate right now, is crucial. It's not just about saving cute animals. It's about maintaining the health and stability of the planet that sustains all of us, including the one species currently wondering about extinction. If you found this exploration into the final farewell of species fascinating, give us a thumbs up, share this video with a friend, and let us know in the comments, what species do you wish could be brought back, ethically, of course. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to What Is for more deep dives into the universe's most intriguing questions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.